Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. This is the weekly reading. Alright, we're going to get into the weekly reads. And we're going to start right off with Aries for the week of the 17th to the 24th of June. Alright, I'm going to try to keep these readings a little shorter and to the point. Last week the readings got very specific. And I had a lot of response for me, for my it's a small channel, it's a new channel, so I was so happy and thankful to all of you and all of the views on the weekly. So, you know, I got a good response, so I'm going to keep up that same format, and we're going to pull out your two cards and see what's up for you this week for Aries. Show me what's going on. Show me. I'm not taking any of those because I'm taking two cards. Two cards. Show me. All right. And I am sorry for any background noise. I would say I'm in the city on the East Coast. Engagement. And your other card for your partner is past life relationship. All right, engagement and past life relationship. Interesting. Let's get your cards out. We're going to get your center card for whatever relationship is taking center stage this week. It could be a business relationship or a romantic relationship. Doesn't necessarily have to be a lover situation, okay? But it's whatever relationship, whatever interaction is taking center stage this week, and that's what we're going to key in on. Because let's face it, life is all about interactions and relationships, right? So whatever the major dynamic is you're having this week with another person, I want to see, hopefully we can get a nice clear message. Show me what's going on for our Aries. June 17th to the 24th. Show me. Alright, at the center you've got Six of Discs. So it's all about money this week. Getting a handle on your money. Queen of Cups, Six of Discs, Eight of Discs, Five of Swords, King of Discs, and wow, Seven of Cups in reverse. All right, interesting. I normally don't get reversals. Knight of Cups at the bottom. Somebody coming in for love. Somebody wants to make an offer of love. Somebody wants to come in. Somebody may not be dedicated, but somebody this week might give you a little, you know, they're going to want to come in and have this conversation. They're trying to talk to you, you know. All right, so the relationship, we're going to get into the Six of Pentacles. This card usually gets clarified as I get into the reading, but you, Aries, you're feeling very open this week. You're feeling like you've got your heart on your sleeve. You're very emotional this week, but you're feeling good. You're feeling really confident in your emotions this week. And it's all about you kind of reevaluating your goals, right? When you're looking at your person, right? Your other person or whoever it is that this major relationship, right? Whatever dynamics is happening this week, that person is certainly, or that interaction is getting you to kind of review, you know, what you've been up to so far, right? Seven of Discs talks about looking back at, you know, the fruits you've kind of, the fruits of your labor so far, and making sure that it's still in line with what you really want. Reevaluating your goals. As you go through life, sometimes what you wish for, you know, sometimes turns out you get part of your dreams, right? And then you realize it's not what you really wanted. You thought it was what you wanted. So Seven of Discs is all about reevaluating, you know, what you truly want, reevaluating your goals, you know, looking back at what you've accomplished so far, and kind of taking stock, right? So this interaction is certainly causing this, you know, causing you to look back, right? But your head is down. I feel like whoever you're dealing with is somebody you're usually at work with, okay? This is definitely going to be like a work scenario. Somebody, and you're kind of like, this week, I think you're kind of like reevaluating things at work. This person may play a part in you being able to change, perhaps, I don't want to say like your duties, but kind of change, or maybe, promotions. There may be a part to play in promotions, right? Because you've been very, this is the card of relationships, right? So this is your card, how you see the other person in your dynamic and relationship, and this is their set of cards. And so, like I said, sometimes this doesn't always have to do with a romantic love, right? But I feel like for you, right, Aries, you're very kind of like, you've been really working hard. You've been really showing like your best side. You've been very diligent. You've been very disciplined. You know what I mean? And I think you're at a point where you're kind of reevaluating your goals. And this week, your person is someone who's in a position who can help you with that. They're in a position who may be able to help you like get to the next level. Like I said, something like a promotion, or put you onto a project that, you wanted to get on, right? Or perhaps whatever it is that you'd like to do, that you're starting to think of as a result of this reevaluation. This week, this person is someone who can help you with that. And you're very, you're also feeling very, and it's interesting, you have Queen of Cups here, right? So even though this is not necessarily a romantic reading, Queen of Cups does talk about being very confident and being very kind of like free, right? Free with your emotions. Like, you're not afraid to kind of like really ask for help. You're not afraid to reach out to this person and say, look, I'm leaning this way in my career, or in this project, or at work. I'd like to take on these duties. Can you help me out? Like, you're very, you know what I mean? You're very confident and powerful in a way. It's not a vulnerability. It's a maturity that you're showing, and being able to ask for what you need, and to ask for any assistance if that's what you require in order to get to this point that you're reevaluating. I think your individual, perhaps quite interestingly enough, they've been dealing with a lot of kind of like difficult interactions with people, a lot of bickering. They, I think, are themselves kind of going through a very difficult period. They felt, I think they felt like a lot of people have been, 5 is the number for power struggles. I think that your person feels like they've really been treated unfairly, that people have been, trying to take the wind out of their sails a little bit, that they've been kind of, I don't want to say victimized so much, but kind of like, that people just have been kind of talking about them behind their back, being, using underhanded tactics. They're just not feeling very confident right now in their engagements, right, in their interactions. But they see you as being on top of your game. So this is what I'm talking about. It's quite interesting. This person here, although they don't trust very many people, they trust you, right? They trust you very much. And this relationship this week is going to be very beneficial for you, reigniting your passions and taking whatever turns you need to take in your career, because this person respects you very much. They see you as King of Pentacles. So whether you're male or female, Aries, this person has a lot of respect for your talent, for your work ethic. They see you as a good investment, right? So don't be afraid to reach out to them for help, or for aid, or to tell them what you really want, right? Interesting, here they have the 7 of Cups upside down in terms of how they see their relationship, right, with you. And 7 of Cups is talking about be careful what you wish for. It's wishing for kind of like pie in the sky. It's like, look, all of these things that are in the cups are things that we think we may want, and then when we get them, we're not very happy at all. This person, right, is very sure about who you are. They're very sure about their relationship with you, right? They're not kind of guessing. With 7 of Cups being in reverse, right, this kind of energy it's not that it's increased, but it's almost like it's blocked. It's as if like this kind of daydreaming over, like daydreaming for things that won't make you happy. It's like this person knows absolutely what they're getting with you. They're not dreaming. They're not daydreaming. They don't have any false hopes or false ideas. They are very sure about who you are, and they know what they're getting out of a relationship with you. All right? So this will be a very good week, certainly. And it could be now, when we get to engagement in past lives, right? engagement, it says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. When this is not a romantic reading, it just can indicate that your relationship, right, is just going deeper. Your friendship or the relationship you're having with this colleague is just getting deeper. It's getting more cemented. There's more trust, right? You're working on more things together. And I think this week, this is absolutely happening for you, Aries. There's someone at work who is in a position to help you go forward. You're in a position to give them a little bit more hope, I guess, because up until now they've been very disappointed with a lot of people that they've been working with. And I think that they're looking to you to kind of be like that, you know, that hope, that kind of like, you know, man, or lady, or Aries, right? You know, Aries, I've been dealing with a lot of people up until now, and they've all been incompetent. They've all disappointed me, you know. I really don't believe that this is going to happen with you. Please don't prove me wrong, right? That kind of energy. And I think you're going to have this conversation this week, and it may be the beginning of quite a fruitful endeavor. Certainly it'll be a change from what you have, or certainly it'll be all about a reevaluation of what you've been. You know, up until now, perhaps you've had a certain goals, but you definitely want something different now. You're thinking about a totally different goal, or maybe not even if it's totally different, certainly taking a different tack. Could be, for instance, like if you're at work and you've been doing the same type of, say, editorial work for a very long time, right? And it's been very happy, you know, you've been happy with it and you've been good at it, but now you're just not getting the same fulfillment out of it that you were before. And you know someone that's in a different department at the newspaper or the magazine or the website where you work, wherever it is you work, that you do this editorial work, and they're able to maybe get you on a project that's totally different than what you've ever done before, but you kind of want to do it. It's something different, and it's a whole new adventure in a way for you. And the reason why they're willing to take you is not because you have the experience, but because of your work ethic. You know, because you've proven to be such a good worker and so reliable and disciplined, and they've been used to such shite, you know, such garbage so far, and people just not being honest, and you're kind of like remind them of that really old school kind of work ethic that they're willing to put the investment in, right? And they know what they want. They don't have a pie in the sky. They don't have fake dreams about. It's not exaggerated what they're expecting. They're very real about what they're expecting from you, right? Don't disappoint them. And I don't think you will, Aries, but I think that's an example, right? So that's an example of what I'm talking about. I always like to give examples in my readings, because sometimes you talk about energies and relationships and people are like, well, what the fuck does that mean? You know what I mean? Like, that could mean anything, you know? So I always try to give a little bit of an example. Give me some clarity on this reading for our lovely Aries. Sorry for that quick cut. I had to pick up a card that went all the way under the table. All right, show me some clarity for our lovely Aries. I'm just going to get some quick clarity cards out for you, and then we'll call it. But this is a great week for work for you, Aries. The Devil, the Moon, interesting. 9 of Cups. 2 of Wands, Chariot, Knight of Cups. There you go. And the Fool. Yes, it's all about a new adventure, right? The Fool's come out. Certainly about a new adventure. Knight of Cups has come out again. Knight of Cups was here. It's coming out again. Yeah, the Devil, right? So here, Devil, interesting. You're feeling highly creative. The Devil doesn't only talk about temptation, but he talks about being highly, highly creative. When you're in positive Devil energy, it's when you're focusing all your passion, your lust, you know. It's when you're able to take some of, like, whatever your disappointments are, your angers, or whatever your lusts are, or things like that. When you're able to take those and focus them, right, into something positive, like art, or, you know, and then people do, and a lot of people say when they do that, they feel it's very cathartic for them, right? But that is actually the Devil. That's Devil. That's the Devil card that represents that, because the Devil is all about creativity and art. It's the second 5, the first 5 being the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is the first, you know, leader of the spiritual of man on earth, right? But the second is, this is the other side of you that is necessary. Whereas the Hierophant talks about the spiritual side, the devil is the other side. He's the kundalini, he's the sexual side, he's the passionate side. He's all of those things that make humans fiery and inventive and creative, right? So when you transmute any kind of like energy like that, any energy that could be a negative energy like grief, right? Or a sexual energy or something like that that could normally would be very kind of addictive, right? Or that you can get into just for the pure pleasure of it. But when you forego the physical pleasure and take the actual energy and focus it into a project or a piece of art or some kind of works, right? That's why they say the devil loves idle hands, right? When you focus that energy into working, that's when you get big ideas, you know, inspiration. That's when you make beautiful works of art. You know, you come up with great ideas and you're feeling like that. And that could be as well while you're reevaluating your career right now, what you want to be doing, right? There's the moon here. So yeah, you're feeling very kind of like, you know, very nostalgic. You're kind of looking back and feeling very kind of emotional right now. You're looking back on all that you've accomplished and you're feeling like very much like there's a lot that you haven't explored that you want to explore, right? That you want to get into. You feel like, you know, there's been certainly some sides of yourself that you want to explore through your work as well, right? So you're ready to kind of like deal with some of the darker sides of life. And you also just feel like you haven't had quite all the experience you wish that you had, right? And you want to explore that, certainly with the moon coming out, right? Full moon on the 17th, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So here we go, 9 of Cups as well, you know, 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is discipline, getting down to your work. Interestingly enough, 9 of Cups talks about having relationships and love around you, but being quite separate from it still. Not being totally invested, totally feeling like you're a part of it. And it could mean that you're feeling like a little bit like you have kind of denied yourself some relationship time for the sake of getting this work done, right? Relationship and love is still on your mind, but it's like you really need to focus right now on this because you're feeling like you really need to make a change in your life in terms of how you're making your money and your livelihood. 2 of Wands is here to clarify your 5 of Swords, right? For this other individual in the dynamic, they're certainly looking to sow seeds on something new. They're looking forward. 2 of Wands talks about fighting, going forward. It's Mars and Aries energy. It's pioneering. It's moving on with projects. Yes, there's been a lot of disappointment for up until now for this individual, but this is the perfect time for you to get in there and show them what you got and be like, look, I'm the one for the job. The Chariot, they're ready to move. Yes, this is how they see you. They certainly do see you like you're the right one for the job, and they want to go forward. They've got a lot of momentum, a lot of passion, a lot of energy. They're ready. They're ready. They're just waiting though. The Chariot talks about waiting as well. 7s being, again, getting ready, getting on your dreams, your goals. 7s is all about wishing, right? So the Chariot is not in motion though. You notice generally the Chariot in this card, he looks like he's emotional. The horses are moving, but generally the Chariot in a lot of decks is not actually in motion, right? He kind of sits and he kind of represents that potential energy, not the kinetic, but the potential. It's that part of the journey where you're kind of revving up. You're revving up. You're getting all your ducks in line. You're focusing, you know, on what you need to get ready. You know, you're fine-tuning your goals. You know, you're fine-tuning your goal and laying out your path, because once you do engage the Chariot, he's unstoppable. And so sometimes the Chariot comes up, and here, yeah, your individual has been waiting for the right person to come along to work with so that they can get their Chariot engaged. And I think you're going to be the right one. You're going to understand who I'm talking about, because this dynamic is going to be very clear. And here you go, Knight of Cups, to clarify. Yeah, this person knows what they're getting, right? And they're willing to come in for it. Although Knight of Cups generally can be quite flighty energy, but here, this individual They know you. They know what they're getting with you, and they're willing to come forward with you. Interestingly enough, on this being your relationship card, Nine of Cups came out at the bottom of the deck and on this card. It could indicate that there is a romantic inclination here with this person. It may not only just be work related. This may turn into a love affair or a love connection, right? Because it wasn't that before, certainly because it's in reverse, but it could, in a funny way, still come to that because there may be a spark there, right? You're the Queen of Cups, and to have two Knight of Cups, somewhere along here, there is some kind of connection that's a little deeper than just work, right? Or than just working together on a project. Could be that this is a past life relationship, and that this whole, like, next step in this engagement, right? This next level, this next step in your working career brings it out, and you guys realize that because you are right now the full Aries, meaning you're on a really whole new adventure, really, and you do have to take a certain leap of faith. All right, so this is your week, June 17th to the 24th. I do hope it resonates with you. Like I said, these readings get quite specific for the weeklies, so if it did resonate with you, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share. Help me grow my channel and reach out to more and more of you so I can give you even more content and better videos, longer videos. All right, if you need to schedule a private reading, go to my homepage and click that box on the header. You can schedule a reading right away. All right, for now, I love you, Aries. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye-bye.